The US State Department said Wednesday that US officials in Niger were negotiating the withdrawal of US forces from the country. 2 weeks earlier, Russian troops arrived in Niger's capital, Niamey, to offer security support in the country's 9-year-old conflict with militants linked to Islamic State group and Al-Qaeda. Niger is the latest Sahel country fighting an insurgency to eject Western forces and replace them with Russian troops after neighbouring Burkina Faso and Mali. One analyst told VOA the move was unlikely to improve security, however.
Le fait de dire que nous chassons la France.
Mali chasing away France only to replace it with Russia is not a sign of sovereignty. On the contrary, we have delegated our sovereignty even further. I don't believe that Russia can provide significant assistance.
Au regard de son track record en Centrafrique et ailleurs, puisse apporter une aide conséquente.
Data from the Armed Conflict Location and Event Data Project shows that deadly violence continued to rise after Russian troops arrived in Mali in December of 2021. Deaths from conflict more than doubled in 2022 from the year before. In Burkina Faso, conflict deaths doubled in 2023, the year France withdrew. Russian troops arrived in January 2024. Nonetheless, anti-Western sentiment has risen across the Sahel in recent years, in particular against France, the former colonial power in the region.
It derives from the principle that the presence of Western troops who have been there for around 10 years has not succeeded in reversing the trend of violence.
Conspiracy theories that Western forces are assisting militants are also rife in the Sahel, in part due to Russian disinformation campaigns, experts say. International media have reported the departure of US troops as a victory for Russian geopolitical interests. But Kone says it's about Niger's right to choose its partners.
No, I do not see this as a victory for Russia. It is an interpretation that I find a bit simplistic because Niger is a sovereign country.
Both analysts VOA spoke to agree that America's departure will leave big gaps in Niger's ability to conduct military operations, particularly in intelligence gathering. Not all American troops may be withdrawing. A top US military official told the Associated Press on Thursday. He said that negotiations with Niger are ongoing. Henry Wilkins, VOA News.